Long before the Seven Kingdoms existed, before dragons ruled the skies over Westeros, there was an empire so powerful that later generations could scarcely believe it was real. That empire was Old Valyria. Valyria began as a humble settlement on a volcanic peninsula in the far eastern continent of Essos. According to legend, the people who lived there discovered dragons nesting among the volcanoes known as the 14 Flames. Rather than fearing these incredible creatures, the Valyrians learned to tame them using ancient magic and dragon-riding traditions. With dragons at their command, the Valyrians became unstoppable. Over the centuries, they conquered neighboring kingdoms, destroyed rival civilizations, and forged what became known as the Valyrian Freehold. Unlike a traditional monarchy, the Freehold was ruled by dozens of powerful dragonlord families, each competing for influence while expanding Valyria's reach across much of the known world. Their greatest rivals were the ancient Giscari Empire, whose mighty cities resisted Valyrian expansion for generations. After 5 brutal wars, the Valyrians finally crushed the Giscari civilization, burning its famous capital to the ground with dragonfire and ensuring there would never again be a rival empire to challenge them. As Valyria grew richer, its influence spread everywhere. The Valyrians built roads, founded colonies, established trade routes, and mastered remarkable crafts. Their steel blades, known as Valyrian steel, became legendary for their unmatched strength and sharpness, and even centuries later, these weapons remain priceless relics. Yet beneath all of that power lay growing arrogance. The Valyrian Dragonlords relied heavily on slavery to fuel their mines, cities, and magical industries. Countless enslaved people labored beneath the 14 Flames, extracting precious resources from the volcanoes themselves. Exactly what magical rituals the Valyrians performed there has been lost to history, but many believe their empire depended on forces far beyond ordinary human understanding. Then, everything changed. Roughly 400 years before the events of Game of Thrones, disaster struck in what became known as the Doom of Valyria. In a single catastrophic day, the 14 Flames erupted with unimaginable violence. Earthquakes shattered the land, volcanoes exploded, cities vanished beneath fire and ash, and nearly every Dragonlord family was wiped out. The greatest civilization in the known world disappeared almost overnight. To this day, no one knows exactly what caused the doom. Some believe it was a natural catastrophe. Others suspect a magical disaster or even sabotage from within the Freehold itself. One family survived because they had left Valyria years earlier after a prophetic dream warned of the coming destruction. That family was House Targaryen, who had settled on the island of Dragonstone. More than a century later, Aegon Targaryen and his sisters would use their dragons to conquer Westeros, carrying the last surviving legacy of Old Valyria across the narrow sea. Though the empire itself is long gone, its influence remains everywhere, in ancient ruins, in the rare blades of Valyrian steel, in the blood of dragonlords, and in the enduring mystery of the greatest civilization that ever fell.